What's up? What's up, y'all? Polo Sports Talking ENT. Hit that like, hit that sub. Make sure y'all getting in that comments. Hit the comments afterwards and make sure you're hitting the notifications too. Now, it's no strange uh, surprise by now. I'm pretty sure you heard that Lamarcus Aldridge is eyeing a comeback to the Brooklyn Nets, much less the NBA. And before I get started, I want to give a shout out to Ticket TV for breaking this story. He was the first one to break this story. If you haven't subbed to Ticket TV, go ahead and sub to it. Sub to his channel, sub to Ticket TV and Pro Basketball Updates. Represents for the line there hard always and got hella basketball knowledge and as well as a dope channel too as well. So go ahead and sub to it. But he was the one to break this story, man, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all, and it's not me. It's not me. It has nothing to do with bias or anything like that because I happen to be a big supporter of Lamarcus Aldridge. I like the way he plays the game. Of course, he represents Texas all day, so I always give my guys from Texas they props up, you know. And to me, before before he had went to San Antonio, I didn't think he got enough respect in terms of him being one of the premier low post threats in the NBA because he was always good. He was always good for 20 and 10 easily. And he was very, very skilled, very agile. And I saw a little bit of glimpses of Rasheed Wallace to his game. That's not to say he played exactly like Sheed, but you've seen a little bit of Rasheed Wallace in his game, and he always had really good moves in the paint. He was one of the skilled guys to play to play the position. But that's not what we're talking about here. Okay, I'm digressing. Listen, man. If I'm Lamarcus Aldridge, don't do it, bloodbath. Do not do it. Okay. Listen. When you talk about a heart condition, unless you have some sort of open heart surgery and get everything cleared in terms of the valves and everything that needs to be fixed with the heart because I'm not no heart surgeon, I'm not a heart or cardiologist or anything like that, but the heart is not anything to play with, man. Let's take it back first and foremost. The one that I distinctly remember when I was younger is when, well, actually, it was two guys. First, it was Reggie. Well, no, it was Hank Gathers. Passing out on the floor and ultimately losing his life. Okay, then there was Reggie, the untimely death of Reggie Lewis, in which he passed away during a pickup game. And then I also had a friend who he had okay, his situation was a little bit different because he wasn't like any type of professional basketball player or anything like that, but he was actually playing ball just just to get a little exercise or whatnot. But he was into like lifting weights and stuff like that. And I mean he got big like really 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 fast and everything. And I think what ended up happening is his heart was enlarged. I think because of whatever stuff that he might have been taking. And then me myself, man, I had a irregular heartbeat, myself, but I went to go get it checked out and everything, and the doctor said that there was nothing to be really concerned about in terms of anything happening and me being able to compete and play sports and everything. Uh, I had to go through a series of tests, and you run on the treadmill. They put you on a they do an EKG on you. Then they also put you on a machine where you could actually see your heart beating and what it looks like, and they show you everything about it. I actually did it here much recently because my my pops on his side of the family, they had a whole bunch of heart problems or whatnot, and he's actually taking medicine for it right now. But also, we have to be of the understanding that Chris Bosh had like a similar situation in terms of blood clots that was going on. Anytime you talk about any type of clot or anything having to do with your heart, anything like that, that's something that you don't want to play with. You know what I'm saying? And people like, well, what's the deal? What's the big deal? He's exercising, he's in shape, and all this other stuff. Man, that really has nothing to do with the fact because a lot of people don't understand that strenuous activity over a long period of time that can actually do damage to your heart because of the stress and the anxiety and stuff like that you putting on your heart and everything because it's like a lot of nervous excitement, it's a lot of pressure excitement, it's a lot of depression, it's constantly up and down, so your heart is always in a state of either excitement or either panic or either so that's what you and then you're also having to get up, combination of the working out, the schedule, the travel, things of that nature. uh I don't think it's a good idea for him to come back, for for the sake of his kids, for the sake of his life. I mean, Lamarcus Aldridge is a good dude. You ain't never heard anything bad about him. Now, if he's considering a comeback, which you can't stop a person if they really truly want to do it. If he truly wants to come back, I would seek some sort of if they're telling him, okay, hey, look, you need to have surgery, go ahead and do the surgery because Jeff Green had to go through the surgery too. Um, he had to have open heart surgery, and look at him, he's playing now. Is he out there, playing like the Georgetown Jeff Green? No, and that has to do. He's gotten a little bit older, but nevertheless, he's still able to run down. He's still able to run down. Okay, yes, I know you're like, what's the deal? We're talking about a muscle here. Yeah, we're talking about a muscle, but we're talking about one of the key uh, organ in your body, the key muscle in your body that pumps everything. And if you don't have that, you're gone. Uh, I know a lot of people might disagree. I know some people like, well, he could come back, he could have limited minutes and this sort of thing. But man, enjoy your life, man. Enjoy your life. I know that you coming back will probably fulfill it. It'll take away that itch that you have because all the players get it, man. When they step away from the game, you realize how much you miss it. You realize, the grind that you absolutely hit. You actually miss that grind. The 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 aches and pain. You you kind of miss the aches and pain. You miss the bumps and bruises. You miss the people uh, chanting, yelling against everything. You start to miss that, and I think that's probably where he misses. Now even though the end is near for Lamarcus Aldridge, made no mistake about it, man. When he's playing, he still has a lot to offer, but you don't want to take any type of chances like this because I mean, who's to say you get out there and then next thing you know, now listen, there's a lot of people that are gonna be like, okay, well, he's dying doing something that he loves. Yeah, I understand that. He's dying doing something that he loves, but at the same token, not everybody really thinking like that. Some people they want to see their family grow up. They want to see their kids. They want to see their kids graduate from high school. They want to see their loved ones, grow older. Hell, they want to grow older themselves. And you doing that, it's selfish of some people to say, okay, nah, go ahead, get out there and try to force him to against his will if he don't want to play because you got a lot of people out there that are probably in his ear like, yeah, go ahead, give it a shot. Go ahead and give it a shot. Those people right there need to be slapped. Lamarcus Aldridge, what you need to do is make that on damn decision on your own. For real. Nobody has control over your body and what you can and cannot do. We got to understand that players have passed away on the floor suddenly because of decisions that they've made to get out there and play. And some of them probably knew about the conditions, but they just ignored it and went ahead and played anyway. Some of them have actually had that type of scare, like Hank Gathers. He had a scare where I think he had an episode uh, a time or two before that, and he still kept on playing. Uh, I'm not for it. I'm not for it, man. If I'm Lamarcus Aldridge, man, I'm taking every precaution in my world. Like, look at Chris Bosh. He wanted to get out there. He wanted to play, but he realized, okay, if I do something like that, man, I'm gonna be risking my life or for fans who are still going to continue to come to the game, but I'm gonna be dead. But those fans are gonna, or if they're still living, God willing, they're still gonna be able to come to the game and eat their popcorn and drink their beer or eat their chips or eat their hot dog or yell and scream and jump and take their kids and everything like that. You're gonna be in the casket. You're gonna be 6 feet under, and that's what you got to look at it like. Those people are gonna continue to go to work. They're gonna go continue to live everyday life. when you young, whenever you young, a lot of guys that's in their 20s and when they 13 and everything like that, they'll be like, man, I'll die on the floor, all this other stuff. But you saying that out of emotion because you love the game so much. That's that's how you feel in the beginning. But man, when you get older, man, you look at things a whole different, broader perspective. So like with Lamarcus Aldridge, if I'm him, I'm not even entertaining coming back. I wouldn't even come back on no minutes restriction. I wouldn't do it. Now, if you want to be close to the game, be close to the game. Come back and coach or maybe stand on the sideline or something like that. You proved yourself enough, and Lamarcus Aldridge will be a Hall of Famer. Maybe not first ballot, but he'll be a Hall of Famer. He'll be a Hall of Famer. Just on the fact that for a decade he was good for 20 and 10. He was always a solid big man in the league. It'd be silly to think that this guy wouldn't be no Hall of Famer. What? Because he don't have a championship, or because he didn't thrive in the playoffs like he should have? No, because there's been plenty of players like that. Man, what's up, Red Pill? What you got on this, man?
Um. Oh man. Oh man. Lamarcus. Just Aldridge. Man. I feel like the. I mean, the guy shouldn't just just come back just because of. I mean, just because of his just heart problem, man. I mean. At the um end of the day and stuff, man. You gotta you have to the prioritize your health and your family first, man. You can't just fucking just the you just can't just just have a heart attack on the court and stuff, you know what I'm saying by that. It's not. It's not it's not the worth it and stuff, in my opinion, for him to come back and stuff. The guy's is still a good player and stuff. It's just the heart problems, that shit's tough, for basketball and stuff, since it's since it's just endurance and the cardio base, and it's really gonna hurt the heart and stuff. So it's a bad idea for him doing that, man. Yeah, I would. Yeah, shit, I would not do that if I was him. I mean, shit, I got the money. I got a good family and stuff. Shit, I don't think it's worth it, right? I don't think it's worth it. Yeah.
Nah, you got a good point. And listen to this, Red Pill. He said
Yeah, man.
this is what he read because he. I don't know if you realize it was he did an interview and he was telling people about uh what had taken place, because he had his rookie season. He had a heart arrhythmia. It was back in 2007. uh and then he missed time. Well, he missed time in 2017 with heart arrhythmia, but he had a little issues with the heart, because it's called Wolf Parkinson White syndrome, right? And in the interview, this is what he said in June. He said it was still off after the game, but at like 2, 3 in the morning, it got really, really crazy. Aldridge recalled, my heart was beating really, really crazy, and that's when it got really bad for me. From 2 to 5 in the morning, I was just trying to evoke some breathing, and then around 5:30 or so, I texted the team doctor and I went to the hospital. it was probably the scariest night ever. And man, when you feeling like that, it messes with your mind. And then that's when he was saying this. He recalled this. He said, "quote It was very tough. I definitely wasn't ready to hang it up because he was talking about how because when he came back with Brooklyn in the 5 games that he played, he averaged 12.8 points and 4.8 rebounds. This is what he was saying. He said it was very tough. I definitely wasn't ready to hang it up, and I still felt like I had more to give to a team, and I feel I had a lot to give to the Nets." Aldridge said, basically, that night being so freaked out and knowing I have kids, my mom, and a lot of people depending on me, and a lot of people that I want to see going forward, I just felt I was blessed by God to play 15 years with this condition. I didn't want to push it no more. Let me stop right there. You see, Red Pill, and everybody
Yeah.
that's listening. What's up, Don Lovato? I see you in the building. You see right there. That's already a sign telling you, okay, just hang it up, man. Because a lot of players, like you see, he's already played 15 years with that condition. And
Yeah.
Hank Gathers has died from this condition. I don't know if you know who he is. Reggie Lewis has
Oh yeah, the
died.
guy from. Oh yeah, the guy. I think. Oh man, I
From
heard that
your,
name.
it went to
Yeah,
Loyola,
yeah,
Marymount.
yeah. The run and gun offense, right? With the Paul,
Yeah,
like the
with
West Hand and stuff
Paul
like that.
Paul
Yeah,
Westhead. Yeah,
yeah. I think I know who he is now. Like with, the Bo Gathers was on his team too, right? The Bo Gathers dude.
yeah,
Was that his
Bo
name?
Kimball, Bo Kimball.
Oh, Hand Gathers. I mean, yeah, Hand Gathers. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
Hank
Hand
Gathers
Gathers.
and Bo Kimball. Yeah, I just said Hank Gathers. But the thing
Oh yeah,
about it
Bo
is
Kimball.
that you said what? What'd you
No,
say,
I
Red
meant the
Pill?
Bo Kimball dude. Yeah, I meant the Bo Kimball guy, whatever his name is. Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that
Bo.
name and stuff.
Yeah, Bo Kimball. Bo Kimball was a point guard, and see, yeah, man, he had several issues before that. He had passed out a couple times before his ultimate untimely death. And see, Red Pill, I don't know if y'all were listening earlier, and Don Lovato. See, a lot of people don't know this. See, I had it was like a irregular heartbeat that we went ahead and we had to check that immediately. And this was when I was in high school or whatever. And I had to sit out some time. I couldn't,
Yeah,
the only thing I could do was stand there and look at everybody playing or whatever. But, at the same token, it was like, man, I wanted to get out there and everything like that. Now I would play on my own or play, outside of the school and stuff like that, Red Pill, but the coach
yeah,
would not let me hit the floor at all until I was cleared by a doctor. But ultimately, I was able to get cleared by a doctor. But Lord behold, my my father's side of the family, because my father had heart issues. He had like 3 or 4
yeah,
heart attacks and stuff. He had to have a stent put in his heart and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, and my pops played ball. He played ball and he was in the
yeah.
military. So it was
In the
kind of like,
military. Yeah,
it could happen to anybody that's in the greatest shape. These people think that all these guys are, and just because they in shape and they running all the time and stuff like that, man, that doesn't make you invincible from nothing.
that's true. Yeah,
That don't make you invincible for
man.
nothing. So you want to get into the doctor. I know a lot of people don't want to realize that. Man, young or old, they don't care. Man, listen, you could be 19 years old and have heart problems. You know what I'm saying? You could
Yeah,
be
yeah, you gotta get
you
blood
could
work
be
done and stuff.
29 years
Yeah,
old
the
and have heart problems. You could be 39 years old and have heart problems. You know what I'm saying? But you could get it managed, depending on what you do. You said NBA players 100 to 110%, they play hard, fast fearing someone will take the spot. Well, see, Don Lovato, let me tell you like this. Listen, John Sally has said this, Red Pill, in the interview
Yeah.
with Vlad. He said, "Do you even know? I bet you don't even know the life expectancy of an NBA player.
I don't know, honestly.
Take a wild guess,
I think it's
man. Y'all
I think
won't guess it.
I think it's bit I think it's between the years of uh uh the like the 50 to 60 around there. I say around there. 3 years?
Well, okay,
Like the age wise, like you
you're
mean the age wise, right? Like 50 to 60s around there?
no. Listen, the average life expectancy is 67.
Damn, really? Oh man.
Yeah, 67. The average boxer dies at the average boxer dies at 66, and the average NBA player uh
Yeah.
dies at around 67. And for football players, it's around it's like 50 50 50 57 or something like that. No, it's like 64. 64. So it's always in the 60. And this, let me tell you why, Red Pill.
Yeah.
This is due. Listen, I'm not bullshitting. Go look it up. This is due to the high intensity usage and damage of the bodies and the rapid heartbeat rate required in sports. And let me repeat that again. The reason why a lot of these guys are dying at wrestlers die at 57, Red Pill. Okay, look, wrestlers die at 57. If NFL players die at 64. NBA players die at 67 and boxers die at 66. This is due to high intensity usage and damage of the bodies and the rapid heartbeat rate required in sports.
Damn. It's crazy. Oh,
You
that's
know what I'm
wild, man.
saying?
Yeah.
And look. I'm not here. Look, hey, I'm not here I'm not here to scare nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not what it's about. But I'm just telling people, like, if you considering going to go play a sport or something like that, make sure you take care of your body inside and out. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the players, you know what I'm saying, they eat good, but then there's a lot of players that eat really, really bad. Case in point, Derrick Rose.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, shit, fucking guys like the Bill Russell, like, are still like, I mean, like, just I mean, like, they're still alive and like, fucking healthy and stuff, man. Like, that surprised me the most. I was like, I was like, damn, like, the Bill Russell's in his like the 90s, I think, right? Like that.
Yeah, he's in his 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, man, we gotta understand that, man. You know, like I said, you're not you're not invincible from anything. Like, okay, Bill Russell, he's 87 years old. You know what I'm saying, and that's a rare. You know, guys like him are rare, but you never know. He probably takes great care of his body. You don't know what anybody's doing. Like, okay, like Red Pill, you say you stay in the gym. One thing I know about you, you're always in the gym. You say, okay, hey, look, I'm gonna
Yeah.
stay active like that. You know what I'm saying? And you
Yeah.
limited the amount of stress. Hopefully, you eating right too. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
But let's say you was playing in the NBA, right? You talk about going to all these massage parlors. You sleeping with all these different women. with
Oh
no
my god,
condom on.
dude.
You drinking heavily, you know what I'm saying, putting liquor into your liver all the time. I'm talking about uh after the game, you know what I'm saying, and then you party, on days off, you know what I'm saying, that's more liquor consumed. Then on top of that, you smoking too, you know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, you barely getting any sleep. Then on top of that, you having to go perform a 40 to 48 minute game again, plus the practices, plus the travel and stuff like that. Then that's gonna stress you out even more.
Yeah,
That's gonna stress you out even more. So a lot of people got to understand that, man. You're not gonna be indivisible. You're not gonna be invisible from nothing. Everybody can't be a Dennis Rodman. Everybody can't party hard and work out harder. Everybody can't do that. Everybody's body is not fit for that. You know what I'm saying? What's up with it, Young? I see you in the building. What's going down, man?
Yeah, yeah. I was just finished watching your videos.
Uh huh.
Yeah, and I thought you lost your mind on that video, but
What video?
do you say the Nas one? The Nas one.
The Nas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, we talking about Lamarcus Aldridge right now,
Yeah,
though.
yeah. That's what I said. I said that's another video. That one.
Oh, well, nah. Well, I'll clarify it in a second. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, yeah.
some
That.
people, it's
Yeah,
natural for people to take it and run with it. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
That one. I understand that one. I feel like he shouldn't play. Because you
Hmm.
see the situation with Chris Bosh, and with Gather. So I feel like he should learn from those and just not just play, because it will definitely not only affect your basketball game, but also reflect your life, because you will die from it. So to me, I feel like he should just not play and just be careful with his healthiness and just live a normal day, and live a normal life. You know as him, I feel like he shouldn't do it.
Still there, bro?
Hmm.
Okay. Not well. I didn't. I thought you were still talking, man. I didn't know you finished your statement. But the thing about it is look like I was telling you, Young. I bet you can't even take a guess what the average life expectancy of an NBA player, NBA or professional basketball player is.
Oh man, I couldn't. The only person I knew from experience was my cousin. He played college in Vanderbilt, and he told me things about being a basketball player is very difficult. you know, Not only just the cameras, the media, the fans, coaches. It's the healthiness, cause when the doctor tells you seriously, seriously about your health, it's time for you to slow down. That was the one thing he said. That's one thing he told me. That's one thing affected definitely an athlete, not only just a basketball player, but athlete, is when you get that talk and it tells you, I think you need to sit down and just think it's time for you to let go of the game that you love, let go of the game that you love, and just worried about your health. So that's the hard part. Telling them for the doctor, that's the hard part. Telling the athlete that that's something that they love, that you can't play no more because of this health is affecting you. And that's one thing I wish that I never experienced. That wish I never that I didn't experience from that being an athlete. It's that that healthiness, affect the health that will affect your career.
Okay, look, I'm gonna put y'all on game. Since I know a lot of people think that despite what they may think, man, I just sound this way. But trust and believe, S Young, I'm always doing my research. You know what I'm saying, and always, looking to see what what is the cause of this or that, right? But
Mm-hmm.
the thing about it is first off, I was intrigued by the John Sally interview because John Sally put a lot of people on game in terms of the NBA lifestyle when he had an interview with Vlad. But I was intrigued by that. But see, a lot of people don't know, S Young, that the average NBA player dies at 67. The average boxer dies at 66. The average NFL player dies at 64, and our wrestlers die at 57. This is the reason why it says is because this is due to the high intensity usage and damage of the bodies of the rapid heart beat rate required in the sports. You know what I'm saying? So you're always giving you got to think about it. You talk about that nervous energy. You talk about you being under pressure. You talk about pressure to perform. You talk about the daily grind. You talk about even the partying and the leisure and whatever stuff that you indulge in and stuff like that. You putting that into your body. All that combination of stress and everything like that, it takes a toll on your heart. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't really understand that. But 67, you might not see it as young, as young. But 67 is young, especially like I would say in the African American culture, because I know around in my family, people are still living in their 90s, and a couple people hit the century mark. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's when you talk about 100 or 90 compared to 67, that's young. Like Red Pill was just talking about Bill Russell. Well, that's because Bill Russell probably takes care of his body and goes to the doctor, making sure you're getting the checkup and stuff. You
Right.
gotta make sure that you gotta watch what you're putting into your body. But this ain't no health intervention or no philosophical information that I'm trying to beat in anybody's brain. But all I'm saying is that Lamarcus Aldridge, it would be wise for him to just chill. I understand you want to be close to the game. I understand you want to play the game and everything like that. But you got to think about Chris Bosh. You got to think about Hank Gathers. You got to think about Reggie Lewis. You got to think about uh, certain players that have died on the field. Even Corey Stringer died from heat exhaustion. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people that passed away and gave their life on the court or whatever. But see, at the end of the day, guess what, young? Them fans, they still that's eating them popcorn, cheering, booing, doing all that other stuff with their kids and stuff like that. Guess what? They get to go to their job. They get to go to their wife.
Yeah.
They get to go back to their life. They get to go back and hop in their car. They get to come back to another goddamn game while you in the casket.
Yeah, man. It will affect you. And people to know, like, you might never know what's gonna happen. You might know some injury is gonna really happen. Like no for real. Like you remember that kid that hit the game winning layup, and and then people was cheering for him. I don't think when the kid has hit a game winner and people was like so excited they picked him up, and then once they put him down, he collapsed. He died.
Yeah, yeah. I heard about that. It was in high school, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard about that.
died after the game winning,
Yeah,
and it says heart. It was heart, and then that's why I said to that's why I said to the athletes, you might never know when And then that for a person that scares you. For an
Well,
athlete,
yeah,
that scares you. Like damn, like I'd have
man,
to hit a game shot, winning shot,
doing
and
doing
that's
something that you love,
right. That will hurt you. Like for another, I seen Friday Night Lights, that movie Friday Night Lights when Booby got hurt, and
Yeah.
and it says career was done. He cried. He cried with his uncle.
Damn, hey, that's strange, man. You must be spying on me. I was watching that shit yesterday,
Yeah,
y'all,
like remember that scene with
on
Bobby when he said
Netflix.
his career was done? He said
I,
he had to clean out his locker. Mm.
I've been on that. Hey, I've been on that, young. I've been on All American and Last Chance U basketball.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, because that when he got hurt, he was the number one
Mhm.
prospect. He was a prospect, and him got hurt. Oof.
Okay, now let's let's go ahead and talk about this because I'm gonna talk about your bread and butter since you feel so compelled to want to jump. But first off, shout out to Dipset. I love them boys, but they got the pants
Mighty
beat
D block.
off of them really, really bad. They came up in there and just mollywopped them, the locks, and the locks thoroughly surprised me. I mean, they not surprised me to the point where okay, I knew coming in who had the lyrics per se. It was a combination of just Styles and Jadakiss alone. You know what I'm saying? Is going to automatically kill anybody. But I
Mhm.
just thought that Dipset would have put up more of a dominant performance or somewhat of a fight. But the locks. Tell me what you thought about the versus battle, and then I get into the meat and potatoes that you really want to know.
Uh, that freestyle, that verses was crazy to me. Um, Not only just that, just I never seen. I want to talk about Jada, man. That man, Jada. I never seen Jada went off like that. To me, seeing Jada, that was like seeing Kobe score 81 points.
Hmm.
To me, because he was just dusting them, bam, 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 bam. He took Joel Santana bandana off. Like, take that off. It's
Yeah.
just that these boys from Yonkers don't play. You know, and I remember this. I remember the Joel Santana said, "You ain't got songs for the girls." Like, what you mean, girls? Like, lots of streets. Cause they had the album called "We Are the Streets."
What but see, a lot of people don't notice though, young. If you listen, you know. I don't know if you gotten Kisses solo LPs and Style P solo LPs.
Definitely,
They got a lot of songs for the ladies,
yeah.
especially Styles P. Man, Styles P be talking about some females, man. That I like. Damn, I didn't know Styles P be talking
Yeah,
about
like
females.
they went straight to streets, and the way they was rapping, they was doing
Yeah.
mixtapes. They were doing songs
Mhm.
off the mixtape. That was
Mhm.
crazy. Like I never seen that
You
doing songs.
modeling, man. Knock
Yeah,
yourself out. That
yeah.
shit go hard. Man, come on, man.
That was kind of like I'm like, wait a minute, they doing songs. I'm like, they doing songs off the mixtape. That's crazy.
Look,
Mm.
okay, this is what you want to know. You said I lost my mind. Okay, listen. I'm not saying that Nas was better overall, but if you go listen to Nas and you really listen to him and listen to his lyrics in terms of the similes and the metaphors, he's better in when he puts it in what he says, but the delivery, Biggie Smalls is way on a whole nother level. That's what I was saying
Mm.
because I like not everybody likes Illmatic uh as their favorite album. No, mine was It Was Written. That was my favorite album of all time. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about of Nas's career or whatever. And I'm gonna be real with you too, young. There was somebody that was better than Nas at one point, but then Nas was just more consistent. It was AZ. AZ when he hit the scene and stuff. I was like, man, and then not because it was AZ that came out first, and they came out around the same time because they were with the firm. But I felt like AZ was just better, but he didn't stay with it. He wasn't as consistent as Nas. Nas was just coming out with banger banger after banger. He was just more
Right.
consistent. But I'm gonna let you get it out. But man, Biggie ain't nobody better than Biggie. But I was just saying, as far as lyrically, Jay Z did have a point. He said Nas was more lyrical than Biggie if you really listen to it.
Definitely. Lyrical wise, definitely. But to me, like the delivery, the style, I say Biggie got Nas over that. And that flow was just this Biggie flow was just incredible. Because like I say, just Biggie would just hurt you. Biggie would not only just rap, but he would hurt you. He would hurt you in the round. You know, and for definitely but for Nas, how I say about Nas? I say Nas is the way he rhymes is very lyrical, um, poetry with it, and and definitely that. But for Jay, I say Jay Z got the wordplay. Jay Z wordplay is incredible because people say no Nas, no me. I feel like Jay Z wordplay is would stand out. That's why I said like to me they put him over there with those guys because his wordplay and he might not be lyrical. He might not be lyrical with lyrical Nas have a best flow like Big, but he got that wordplay that can really like just you know. But to me, I'll say I can't put Nas over Big because Big was something was special. And I know Nas special, but I feel like Biggie was more special because man, when Biggie grabbed the mic, you know it's over. You know it's over. And that's why I say I kind of disagree on that one. But I understand I understand with your logic and understand I understand with your logic and where you're going through when you're going with that statement. I totally understand that. Uh
Still there, young?
yep.
Okay. I thought I be thinking you about to say something else, man. Not because I am and God's son was my next favorite albums or whatever because
Mhm.
it came in because God I think what's it called I am had Uchi Wally.
Uche wale wale uchi.
Yeah, Uchi Wally and God's son had a whole bunch of bangers that had uh
Give me that.
not
Yeah,
sweet.
that I am
Don't tell me.
record was more like commercial to me.
Huh?
Yeah, that I am record to me was commercial.
But it was still bang.
It
It
was
it was written. You could say it was written.
yeah.
What was commercial because it had if I rule the world and street dream. Nobody messing with street dreams.
That
Street
mixtape.
dreams, man. Street dreams will live on forever. What's up with you, Matt Moses? I see you in the building. What's up with it, man? Street dreams will live forever. Now, this is another thing, though, young. Now that we talking about hip hop, okay, look, Jay Z, I got respect for him, but he had no right to shit on DMX and Pop by saying that. they weren't lyricists. Okay, we know that wasn't that they weren't trying to be lyricists. They were hard workers because DMX was a hard worker, man. DMX would stay up for hours and be in the studio and be partying and get right back to the studio, stuff like that. It's just that, he had a little habit or whatever like that. Pop was pretty much the same thing, but he was always working. They were poets, man. They were poets, and you could feel their emotion. They it's like, okay, like down south with Master P and all that, and No Limit and stuff like that. Man, the only one that you could really say was lyrical was like mystical, somebody like Fiend or Mia X or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Or Snoop to a degree when he was with them or whatever. But for the most part, wasn't nobody lyrical. They were just out to get money. You know what I'm saying? Get it popping, get it crunk, do whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit up there and say that, oh yeah, I'm aiming to be lyrical. But that's what Nas was aiming to do. That's what Jay-Z was aiming to do. That's what Biggie was able to do. It's just that
Mhm.
Biggie had the totality of everything. He had style, charisma, and lyrical, and he had delivery. So Jay-Z, he needed to shut up on that one.
That one, I kind of disagree on that because people don't know is that the off what does Nas, Biggie, and X have in common? They all was battle rappers because that's what I think what affected Jay more because he can't go. I said he can't really go against those guys because those guys were battle rappers. Those guys will eat him alive. They would eat him up. They would eat Jay up. No disrespect to Jay-Z fans. But they would eat him up because, like you said, for Nas is lyrical poetry. Poetry. He had that smooth flow, that smooth flow, and he rhymes in the back of his throat, like and Biggie, like I said, Biggie's like how I say a jet, like I said, smooth with the flow. His flow is smooth, um, lyrical, and just like you said, style and charisma. Now X is a battle rapper, aggressive, greedy.
Right, but he wasn't. But see, yeah, he was a battle rapper. But I'm talking
Yeah,
about, like, okay, when you talking about similes and metaphors and uh
right.
actually, okay, he wasn't all about that. But like, okay, like when he came, when okay, with Damien, when he with that song Damien, uh niggas done started something.
Oh,
Those to me
yeah.
were like that was like lyrical at its best. And guess who was in niggas done started something? The Locks.
The locks and the locks yeah, it was the locks and my favorite
That's
rapper.
one of my favorite. Hey, and Young, hey, Young. I
Yeah,
don't know if
it was
y'all listen to
DMX.
Chopping
Yeah,
Screw
it
music.
was DMX, the locks, and my favorite rapper Mace. He was in there.
Yeah. Hey, listen, they um and Mace and people sleeping on Mace. Mace was lyrical. Yeah, he was laid back and everything like that, but Mace was lyrical.
Murder Mace, man. People don't know his name. It's like his rap name was Murder Mace, and he was lyrical.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
he was
saying?
he was he was lyrical. You know what I'm saying? When he first came out, because when he came out
Hollywood.
Can't Nobody Hold Me Down.
No Way Out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man. I even like when he tried to when he Welcome Back. Welcome Back was it went hard, man. I was like, man,
yeah, like I'll get like now again, like I said, the Mace, the DMX, Nas, and Biggie. That's some
Mhm,
rappers that Jay-Z had big problems with
mhm. See,
because
a lot of people don't know that Snoop. See, Snoop was lyrical. See, Snoop could freestyle, but they won't
he
they won't
freestyle with
tell
it.
you that, huh?
Yeah, Snoop can freestyle with it. Yeah.
Yeah, they won't tell. Lady, see, a lot of people. Lady of Rage.
I
Yo,
would say like Snoop, but Ray, I say Corrupt. That man
yeah, I
Corrupt.
like Corrupt. Corrupt got that
Ooh,
mixture. He got that west. He got that East Coast West Coast.
ooh, that boy Corrupt.
Yeah,
Phew. Nobody didn't want to battle Corrupt. Nobody.
yeah.
That boy lyric. I don't care what nobody say. That boy Corrupt was
Nah, he
lyric.
is. He is.
He lyric.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like when you talk about lyrical to me, see, and see, like a lot of people don't know. See, when you go and you go listen to somebody like Bun B, that's why I always put Bun B up there. Go listen to Bun B. Go listen to how he freestyles. Go listen to some of his older stuff and stuff like that. Bun B rarely repeats himself with stuff. He's coming with something different each and every time. He could be on the lyrical stage. Man, he did an album with or a song with Gangstar with DJ Premier, Bun B.
Mm-hmm.
How crazy is that? You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. R.I.P. To
Guru.
Gangstar.
Yeah.
Yeah, to what's his name? But man, he could step on the stage with anybody
Mm-hmm.
and be lyrical. So Jay Z, I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with what he said with when it came to DMX and when it came to Tupac. I think that there was still some sort of
No, Tuba has some lyrical songs. He has some songs that were lyrical.
yeah. He did, but to sit up there and say that he was Nas, because Nas was just you could tell he just studied. He studied, like, okay, 50 Cent. He wasn't no daggone lyricist, but he knew how to entertain. He knew how to gravitate. He knew how to grab you. You know what I'm saying? Like grab you. Like damn, this nigga, wankster, busting on the scene, stuff like
Yeah.
that. But nah, you know what? I take that back though, young. I take that back
I say
because
50 was lyrical. Before he got
yeah,
shot, he was
yeah, because he came with
power of the dollar. Yeah, because
yeah,
he was
when he was
lyrical.
shitting on everybody, man. And then
Yeah.
what was that nigga? Sticky Fingers. A lot of
Sticky
people don't
was
niggas,
lyrical. Well,
yes,
hard.
Sticky
Sticky was
Fingers.
hard.
A lot of
No,
people don't know, man. Hey, young,
yeah,
I fuck with East Coast rap, man, because
yeah. That's what I said. Yeah.
I spent time in Virginia, so I had no choice. I had to kind of adapt, you know what I'm saying? So I was
Mm-hmm.
always listening to like Wu-Tang. I love Method Man. I love Killer Army. I used to like Ghostface Killer and Raekwon. You know what I'm saying? I used to like motherfucking you guy. I like ODB. His best album
Mm-hmm.
the, Into the 36. Man, I like motherfucking uh what was his name? Jizza. That
Oh,
boy
science.
Jizza.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Master Killer.
Mm-hmm.
I like all the Wu Tang. And a lot of people didn't know that, man. They were fighting on the regular. And leaders of the new school, they was constantly fighting. They was fighting to the death. Buster Rhymes, nigga, that's the nigga that's lyrical, and he could do it fast or slow and rhyme with anybody. That's why a nigga got a song with Mystical, got a song with ODB. That crazy rap, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Hey, young, I fuck with the East Coast hard, and then we could take it down to your area in Florida.
Yeah,
See,
that's why I
people be
said to me, like West Coast rappers got awesome lyrical too. Like I said, only
yeah.
on that Razcast,
Oh yeah. Miami
Razcast
Life,
lyrical.
Miami
Um,
Life,
for
Miami Life ain't nothing nice. Yeah, that shit go hard.
lyrical. Is Chino XL is the LA dude?
Yeah, I think so. Chino XL. I remember. I only reason I knew him no young was because Pac, I was like Chino XL.
Yeah.
That's the only
It's
reason I knew
lyrical.
him. But Yeah, man. I used to like, and then don't get me started on state property. People, man, Beanie Siegel and Freeway.
Young Chris.
Yeah, Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? Cassidy got songs with Lil Weezy. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Shoot, man. You know, on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? The Clips, Pusha T. Even though Pusha T, man, I don't know. Pusha T. I got my feelings about Pusha T a little bit.
Push T lyrical. What I say is like lyrical. I feel like you said AZ lyrical.
Yeah.
Most Def lyrical. Twilight Quiet lyrical.
Yeah. Pharaoh Monk.
Monk. Drew the Damage.
Yeah, J. Rue the Damager.
Lyrical.
Hey, man, now you taking it back. The Roots.
Oh, Black Thought. Oh my God.
Yeah. Man. Well, Common. I like Common, even though he had that offbeat rap. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna say the Roots. I'm gonna say Black Thought. Black Thought. Oh my God.
Yeah, I like all the Roots, man. I like them all, man. Questlove, got into it with the baby though.
Yeah, I don't really like that. I was like, I didn't really like. I exited out. It's like I don't get this cancel thing. It's like I don't really. This what pissed me off. This like, why don't you just go on the DM him and educate him about it instead of just going internet for saying cancel for clout. That's why I didn't like Questlove for that. I was like, you
Right.
should have just.
Oh, so you on Questlove side? I mean, you
No, I'm
on
not on the
the
side.
baby side?
I'm not on the side. I would say, dog. To me, I feel like I would have told if I was taught the Questlove, I would told him, why would you even post that? I'm like, to me, if educate the brother, educate him about it. It's like,
Yeah.
like, like, like Polo when he said, "Oh, when Jay said S and lyrical, Polo would have tell Jay in the DMs or call a person like yo, and he would educate him about it. Like yo, you wrong on that. That's why I feel like Questlove should have done. He should have educated him about it instead of just going on the DM and be like, oh, I'll cut him off the list. It's like that's why I didn't like that. It's like if he doesn't know, if he or she doesn't know about that, the history of it, educate him about it instead of just going cloud like, oh, he should be canceled. He should be like, that's not my. I wouldn't have done that route. I would have just educated him like, yo, man, you wrong on that. This is how the history is. Blah blah blah, and that person will understand. Like, oh, okay, I apologize, and then everything would have worked out. But people didn't want to. People just today's media, they so sensitive. They just don't want. They just don't want to. They just don't want to go that route. They just want to go on the clout just to say, oh, he dissed. Look, he dissed and that canceled. Like, all that up. It's like, what's wrong with these people?
Yeah, man. I mean, look, man. At the end of the day, man, and he apologized. I already know what it was because, believe it or not, Baby got a lot of sponsors and a lot of people that are investing in him. You know what I'm saying? Because the Baby can go on any feature right now, and they want the Baby and the Baby. I don't think Baby gets enough credit for his lyrics. He's lyrical. You know what I'm saying? I like the Baby. Shout out to North Carolina and everything. Um, I'm finna go ahead and shut this thing down and then get into some a little bit later. But I wanted to ask you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get your take, man. Who you got, man? The USA or Australia? We gotta play them again tomorrow.
The USA and Australia game.
Yeah.
I remember that the US that game Patty Mills, man. Phew.
Here in Brooklyn now.
So I feel like they're gonna gonna be a wake up call for USA to get. I feel like USA finna get it. You know, finna make sure that Patty Mills don't get that. Don't make sure that that Patty Mills will get on the roll.
Mm.
So I feel like they should have done that, play some more defense on him, and just attacking the basket instead of shooting the damn time. So and they'll be well.
Yeah, we took care the girls took care of what's it called today.
Australia.
Yeah, they blew them out real bad.
Phew.
What's her name had like 23 points. I forget her name. Uh, she she had 23 points or whatever. But man, the girls and guys they starting to click. Look, we got to go out there, man, hungry. You know what I'm saying? That's a plain and simple. We can't even really be talking. Just stay silent. As long as we go out there and we've been taking care of business like we should,
Right.
or like we've been doing, we'll be straight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, young man, you gotta shut it down though, man. I thank you for pulling up though, bro. Always a pleasure. That boy S Young, Matt Moses, Don Lovato. I appreciate y'all coming through, showing your boy love. Like this video, share it, subscribe if you're not a member of the channel, man. Until then, man, hold lines then. All of y'all, man, represent all day. Polo Sports Talking ENT, man. Y'all have a good one, man. I'll holler at y'all.